Welcome into the Cowboys Report, yet another at-home edition for the re-signing of Leighton Vander Esch. The Cowboys the news broken by Michael Gelkin, also mentioned by Todd Archer. Those two guys don't miss. It's a one-year deal for Leighton Vander Esch. The contract details, like in terms of like the guaranteed money, the overall money, is not known. I would wager this is probably a very cheap deal. I don't think you're going to be paying LVE big money, let alone on a one-year deal. That's not what I would expect the Cowboys to do. So Vander Esch back gives you another starting option at linebacker, which you were pretty damn thin at the position. So because of that, I'm actually quite fine with re-signing Leighton Vander Esch. Now, look, I'm operating under the assumption this is going to be a fairly cheap deal for the Cowboys' former first-round pick. Way less than what he would have made on his fifth-year option, which, of course, the Cowboys were certainly not going to pick up. I thought LVE played better as the year went on. I thought as the season ticked along, by the end of it, he was actually playing pretty solidly. There was a point in the middle where he looked, I thought, pretty damned rough out there. But by the end of the year, he was your second best linebacker behind superstar Micah Parsons, and it wasn't even all that close. He was really outplaying Keanu Neal. I'll shoot my early shot here, and hell, maybe it'll come in as I'm filming this, that, maybe it's the Keanu Neal deal from last year. 1 year, $4 million. If you want to, you can add a void year to spread the dead money out, or the contract out over 2 years. That's fine. I got no issues with that one whatsoever. If that's the route you want to go, you have like $35 million in salary cap space, so maybe you don't have to roll over or push money into next year if you don't want to. So, look, Vander Esch has drawn my ire in the past plenty. I'm not gonna shy away from that. Deserved. Is he ever going to be rookie year LVE? No. I think my take of the Cowboys have the best young linebacking duo in the NFL, and LVE and Jalen Smith was quickly proven to be a freezing cold take. I think we all know we were all really excited after that year, and ended up not being the case. But as your linebacker 3, hopefully, I'll explain what I mean more on that in a little bit, I'm fine with this move. We don't have the exact contract details. I'm going to guess like 1 year, $3 million, 1 year, $4 million, somewhere in that type of range. I got no complaints about that. I don't want them to be done, but I'm not going to be mad over re-signing Leighton Vander Esch. So what do you guys think? Grade this move for me in the comment section. I know there are no graphics, but I wanted to get the news out quickly. No Baby Olivia cameo either today because, I dropped him off at the airport. That's why I wasn't at the office today. A, B, C, D, or F. How do you feel about the retention of Leighton Vander Esch? If you get the ad break on YouTube, take advantage of it. Head down there and drop a grade for me. At linebacker beyond Leighton Vander Esch, you were really thin. You've got Micah Parsons, who you want to continue to utilize as at least a part-time edge. Maybe a full-time edge if they don't go sign somebody noteworthy beyond Dorrance Armstrong, who's your edge 3, but you don't have an edge 2 right now. Anyway, I digress. I am a big believer in Jabril Cox. I liked him, I should say. Coming out of LSU, I thought that was a steal draft pick for where the Cowboys got him. Unfortunately, the torn ACL midway-ish through last year cut his play time short, and we did not get to see if he was going to be a piece for this organization in year 1. And I am fine to give him a chance at weak side linebacker. I don't know if you really have a Mike linebacker at this point beyond Micah. I think LVE is better at that weak side spot too, where he can use his athletic ability, can stay out of space. But regardless, it's modern day NFL. You don't have to worry, I don't think, too much about the Mike weak side linebacker designations. So you got 3 guys that I think you could go with. And you would also, on the flip side, look at it this way. Those guys are a bit unknown. Even Micah, you might make him full-time edge rusher. I'm fine with that move if that's the path you pursue, but that takes away your best linebacker, which, hey, he's your best edge, so it's fine. He's your best defensive player at this stage. Vander Esch and Jabril Cox could be pieces for you. They absolutely could be. Vander Esch is also on a 1-year deal, so he might not be a long-term piece for you. You don't really know how good Jabril Cox is going to be because you haven't seen him outside of one good play against the Giants. I think it was on the Daniel Jones naked bootleg, if my memory serves me correctly, or QB sneak, whatever it was. No, it was bootleg. I was right. you don't know what he is. So this signing does not, should not, and cannot preclude you from adding more help at the linebacker position. Your Luke Gifford, Francis Bernard were not tendered. Maybe they come back cheap. Cool, I'm down. There's your linebacker 5 and 6. You're still looking, I think, for a long-term impact piece. I hope that's Jabril Cox. I really do. But even with LVE on a 1-year deal, I think you should still look at other options. We'll talk draft, then Bobby Wagner in a minute here. But remember to subscribe to the Cowboys Report because we will have plenty of free agency updates and all the draft coverage you could possibly want. So if you haven't already, hit that big red button and subscribe right now. Or if you're watching on Rumble, hit the follow button on Rumble. Draft-wise, I'm still down to take a linebacker early. I'm going top of my mind here. Round 1, if Nakobe Dean, Devin Lloyd are there, cool. I'll take those guys. Maybe Lloyd slides because he didn't have a great 40 time. Okay. The film says he's fast. Maybe Nakobe Dean slide because he's small. Okay. Film says he's good at football. I'll take one of those guys. Round 2 or round 3, I bet somebody slides to you. Maybe it's Chad Muma out of Wyoming. Maybe it's Christian Harris. Maybe it's Damone Clark. Maybe it's Leo Chenal. I'm drawing blanks on other names. I kind of like Darian Beavers in the third. Like, there's a lot of good linebackers in this year's class is what I'm saying here. So you set yourself up at linebacker where even with just re-signing Leighton Vander Esch, you probably don't have to draft somebody in the first round or in the second round. You probably want to draft somebody top 100-ish, but it wouldn't preclude you from taking the best player on the board. That's what I want to do. I want to set up my needs to where I could survive if I had to, but if there's the right value there, I'm going to jump all over it. I mentioned then Bobby Wagner. If you go sign Bobby, I ain't going to be mad. I'm going to be happy. I want to go sign Bobby Wagner. If the worst case scenario is, you sign Bobby Wagner and Jabril Cox balls out at linebacker this year, okay, I'll just play Micah more at pass rusher. That's fine. If I sign Bobby Wagner and Jabril Cox isn't great, okay, that sucks. I'm down about Jabril Cox, but I got a good football player. So I would go sign Bobby Wagner. I would go sign Zadarius Smith. I would re-sign Jaron Kearse. I'm terrified I'm going to get neither of those things for this organization because they don't spend money in the open market. It annoys me to no end. Hope I'm wrong on that front. So there's nothing really new on the Bobby Wagner side of things, but at some point soon, I think he signs. I think to some level, everyone's kind of waiting on the eventual, maybe today, Deshaun Watson trade news. So and I want you to be honest here, what's the percent chance the Cowboys sign Bobby Wagner? This is an organization that does not spend big. It's their self-imposed desire of not wanting to pay good players great money. And they want to re-sign their guys, even though once you allow your players to hit the open market, you're in the same situation. Whatever, it is what it is. I'm over it. Percent chance the Cowboys re-sign Bobby Wagner. Let me know what you guys think right now in the comments. We'll wrap it up here again with Leighton Vander Esch. Is he the prime guy he was in his first year? No. But I'm operating on a 1 year, 3-ish, 4-ish, hopefully not 5, but whatever. I'm talking about $1 million. I ain't going to get too mad at it. I mean, that's what you're looking at here for Leighton Vander Esch. Low-end money, kind of low-end starter, high-end backup caliber contract that isn't going to kill you long-term. You hope he stays healthy. I think other teams, we'll see how the Cowboys really feel about it. I think other teams are concerned about that neck. That's been a red flag that came out of the draft. That was a known thing. I know LVE says it wasn't. I'm sorry. Other teams felt that way, so he might not feel that way. But the other members of the NFL did, so it's fine. But look, you bring it back on a 1 year deal. You got some more depth at linebacker, worst case scenario. Really nothing too worthy of being upset about. I don't want them to be done. Don't take this as I'm not saying Cowboys got to spend more money or spend less money. I want them to spend. I want them to go sign outside players. But I'm not going to be mad at what I think is a fine deal to retain Leighton Vander Esch. Before we go, give me your one-word reaction to re-signing Leighton Vander Esch. LVE, I guess, can count as one word if you want to cheat there. Fine, solid, good. I think all those words certainly make sense. Drop your one word for me in the comments right now.